Hey, hey, we are live. So it is Sunday night. So guess what time it must be? Time for Learning with Lynn. So I'm Lynn Huber.
And I'm Richard.
And this is Richard. I want to thank you for being here today. If you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so we know you were here. Let me move some things around and we'll get right into it. Okay, so now you can see our screen. And this is my blog. This is onlinebeautybiz.com. Tips for a successful beauty business. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you. So this is where I do all the training for my team, as well as any representative who needs help is welcome to come here. Hi, Denise. So this is our blog. So if you're new, you'll want to click on Getting Started up here at the top. And it will walk you through like all kinds of things, like how you get paid and how to find an order if a customer orders online, and all the basic stuff. On the right-hand side, you can sign up today to receive our newsletter. This is just an email that goes out from me, usually 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But sometimes we have special things, like we have a Facebook party coming up, so you might get a couple more extra emails. But that's what this is so you'll get emails about what's happening and what's coming up and training. And then right below that is a search. And so if you want to know how to do something, you can search for it in here, or you can click on a category, like Avon incentives or Facebook parties or fundraising, or, there's all kinds of categories here. And if you click on one of those categories, you'll get all the blog posts that relate to that. So on the computer, this sidebar is on the side. If you're on the phone, it moves to the bottom. So if you're on a phone, you'll have like about 6 or 7 blogs, and then underneath them, you'll have this here where you can sign up or search. Hi, Karen, good to see you. So today we're going to talk about this post right here, how to build a $200 Avon order. If you want to find it again, right now, it's just the second post on the page. But so this is what we're going to talk about, how to build a $200 Avon order every campaign. We've brought in a lot of new people lately, and I'm sure most of you who are on so far that have said hi, I'm sure you've been here a while and you already know what you're doing. But we want to help all of our new people get to that $200 order, because that $200 order is magic, right? So before we get into that, let's talk about our daily 8. So if you're growing your Avon business, there's really just 4 simple steps to growing your business. The first one is prospecting for new customers and recruits, then getting a brochure into every customer's hand, and that can be a paper brochure or a digital brochure. New computer, now I can see everything. Yay, Tracy, woo-hoo. New computer, hey, I'm glad you can see. So number 1, prospect for new customers and recruits. Number 2, get a brochure to everybody, and then follow up with everybody you gave a brochure to. And then number 4, take the order and deliver it to them, or send them to your website and they can place their order and Avon will deliver it to them. And then it's just rinse and repeat. It's just that simple. We just do those 4 things over and over again every campaign to build our business. So prospecting for new customers and recruits. When you first get started, we ask you to make a list of everyone you know, and then we ask you to work through that list, and you don't have to sell them, but you're just gonna maybe call them or text them or whatever and say, hey, I just started my Avon business. Are you interested in receiving a brochure? And if they're interested, then you get them a brochure, right? However you're gonna do it, text or digital or whatever. If they say no, then hey, it's no big deal, right? It's no different than if I'm a waitress and I'm in the coffee shop and I'm going around with a pot of coffee saying, would you like a refill? And Denise says, no, I've had enough. Okay, I'm not going to go cry about it, right? So if they don't want a brochure, no problem. You've done your duty. You've asked them, and you don't have to keep bugging them. There's no reason for your Avon business to get in the way of your friendship, right? So then you're going to take the people that said yes, and you're going to add them to your list. And now you're going to make sure they get a brochure every campaign. They ask for one, right? So every campaign. And we have a system, and which you can learn about our system. If you click on the side on search, you can search for automated, and that will get you to the system. But we have a system to automate this stuff. We mail our Avon brochures. We do our follow-ups. We use a service to text or pre-record we pre-record a message to them, and then so we have all this stuff set up. Hi, Aaron, good to see you. So anyway, but you're going to get a brochure to everybody. And then now that you've gotten a brochure to them, now you're going to follow up with them before you place your order. So, I suggest you choose an order day. And then place your order every 2 weeks on that same day. You can pick a day anytime during the campaign. I place mine on the first day of the campaign. So my campaign 26 order will be going in on Wednesday. And my order reminders are going out tomorrow morning. So, but pick a day, whatever day works for you, that you'll be placing your order, and then schedule your follow-ups 2 to 3 days before. And don't feel bad about doing follow-ups. If you gave them a book, if they said they wanted a book, they've given you permission to call them or text them. They've given you permission. And if they ever ask you not to, then you just say, okay, no problem, and you take them off, right? But I really don't get very many people that ask me not to. Most of them love it. If they wanted a brochure, then they don't have a problem with the follow-ups. Right?
Let me just interject just a second. Lynn said that she places her order the first day of the campaign, and some of you, the new ones, will probably say, well, why would you bother to do that? Well, if you place your order within the first week of the 2-week campaign, you're more likely to get products. You have to remember there's 300, 400,000, I don't know how many, 500,000 Avon reps. They're all ordering the same product from the same store in Ohio. And so after the second week, after the end of the first week, products start to run out of stock. And that's true of any business, but you may have some shortages. So the sooner you order the product, the sooner you can get it, and you can get it to your customer, and the sooner you're able to know that you'll actually be able to fulfill all the orders for your customers.
Yeah. The actual reason I ordered mine on the first day is because when I first signed up to sell
Yeah.
Avon, we were assigned a day, and my assignment day was the first day, so I'm just used to that. But I agree with Richard 100%. You should always try to order the first part of the campaign rather than the second part. And, if you just place one order a campaign, then you only have to pay shipping once, right? You can place as many orders as you want. But if you get used to this and you place your order every other week on the same day, your customers will get used to that. And they'll get the reminder knowing when your order's going in and when they can expect delivery. And they'll get used to that. And so then you can just literally accumulate orders for 2 weeks and then submit them once every 2 weeks. Some reps do them every week. That's up to you. Again, you have to pay shipping, so that's up to you. Hi, Sarah, iPad here. Awesome. So anyway, so that's, basically growing your Avon business. So we have a daily 8 system that we use with our team. And bottom line is you can work a full-time job and you can work 40 hours, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and make full-time income, right? So what we teach you is instead of working 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, we teach you to capture 8 points a day, 5 days a week for a total of 40 points a week. So right here where it says print this sheet and use it to track your weekly numbers, it opens a PDF, which is like 9 pages, but most of it is just explanatory. It's just teaching you how to use it. The second page is your actual tracking. And so you could just literally put at the top week of and put your date, like today's date or Monday's date, whatever you wanted. And then days of the week, it's got 5 days of the week. It's up to you what days you want to work. If you want to take Wednesdays off for whatever reason, you could work Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Or you could work Monday through Friday, or you could do whatever you want. So put those days in, and then you're going to get points for doing income producing activities. So prospecting for customers, give out, brochures and collect their contact information. This is collecting their contact information is the most important part. And so you can get 1 point for every name. That's every person you gave a brochure to, and you got their contact information so you can follow up. Same thing is true prospecting for team members. So when you talk to somebody about the Avon opportunity and would they be interested in selling Avon, you can get 1 point for every name that you got contact information. And then you want to follow up with them 2 to 3 days after you meet them. So say we meet somebody, say I talk to the cashier at Walmart, and I offer her a brochure and she takes it and I get her contact information. So I might then text her 2 to 3 days later and say, hey, this is Lynn with Avon. I met you at Walmart. I came through your shopping line and I'm just checking back to see if there's anything I can get for you. That's all it is, right? And in the meantime, though, you've got their names, you came home, you put them on your list. So So now you're going to get now you're going to make sure they get a brochure every campaign, and the follow-ups and all that. So I just gave you 1 point for getting a brochure to every customer because we teach the system. We teach using campaign mailer to mail brochures. So if you're going to mail them, you only get 1 point because it literally only took you 2 minutes to mail them. But if you're hand delivering them or you're driving around town, you can give yourself more points. You can give yourself as many points as you want. This is your business. I'm not the Gestapo. I'm not here keeping track of your points. You are, right? And it's up to you. I mean, Richard says this all the time too. If you're doing the right things, your business will grow. And if you're not, it won't. So you're only hurting yourself, right? If you don't give yourself appropriate points, but use your own judgment. If you're giving brochures out every day, then give yourself some points every day for the times that you're doing that, right? And then follow-up texts and calls. I text everyone who I have a cell phone for, and I pre-record a message, and I call the people that I only have landlines for. I only gave you 1 point for the same reason. It takes literally 1 minute to set that up. And then place your order, sort and deliver your customer orders, and then passive prospecting, putting brochures out door to door, without getting their contact information. You get 1 point for doing the whole activity rather than 1 point for every name, because names is where it's at, right? And we work through this. So you can just work through this and earn the points. I want to say hi. Who did we miss?
Yeah,
Lily and Cherry and Anitra. Good to see you guys. I actually have a brand new person that just signed up today that I believe might be on. Her name is Sunny. So if you are on, Sunny, hi. But I and so that's why I'm trying to spell this out a little bit more, because I know we have a lot of new people, right?
Yeah, this form is basically you do, you get. And we all joined Avon to make money. You didn't join Avon so you could look at my pretty face on Sunday nights. So you did it to make money. And if you do these things, you do, you get. If you're growing your business, you're doing income producing activities, you're going to grow your business. And that's the whole point of this. And Lynn's going to go into this a lot more tonight, because that's the topic we're on tonight, how to get that $200 order.
Yeah. So there are some things at the bottom of this form: business training, Avon U, online beauty biz, or Facebook Live. Avon has a lot of Facebook Lives, so be sure to get on those. And then personal development. Those things are also important for you to grow your business, and so you get points for doing those too. But you should focus the majority of your points on actually going after new business, getting customers, getting brochures to people, taking orders, right?
Yeah. When the kids are asleep and it's 11 o'clock at night and none of your customers want to hear from you, that's when you can have some quiet time and do some of the business training and things like that. And then during the daytime, when the customers are out there, that's when you want to be talking to them.
Or if you have kids and they're taking a nap or something, and you can't go out to build your business, you could be texting or stuff like that, but you could also do some personal development or business training. 15
minutes at a time, you can get a lot done.
Yeah. So this is our daily 8. And so the main reason we have that is 2 reasons. Number one, it helps you to know what you should be doing to build your business. But number 2, this is so we can support you, because everybody is welcome to be a part of our daily 8 challenge. If you're on our team, great. If you're not on our team, that's totally okay. We still support you. So right here, it says, want to be part of our daily 8 challenge? Click here to log your weekly numbers. This will take you to a Google form. And basically, you're just going to put in your contact information and what campaign you're working and how many points did you earn and what were your wins this week and what did you not do so well and how can you do better next time. Nothing earth-shattering, just kind of how was your week. And I will remind you at the end of every week. I send out an email and I post it in the groups to give, turn in your numbers. But what this is for, especially if you're not on our team, even if you are on our team, though, we don't know what you're doing every day, because if you don't live right here, and with COVID, I'm not going out with anybody, so I don't really know what you're doing. So if you tell us what you're doing, then you submit that form to me, then I can recognize you. Also, you want to make sure you're in our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group, because this is where I will recognize you. In here, there you go. Welcome, Sunny. That's our newest rep. But so in our Online Beauty Biz, that's where we will do recognition. So you'll want to make sure you join that. And then, I might send you a card. I might do certain things. I'll either recognize you or I might send you a card. I might do something to cheer you on. So I'm here to be your coach and to help you and just cheer you on as you go, even if you're not on my team. That's why I give you that option to log your numbers here for everybody, because you want to keep track of your numbers. Print off that daily eight. You only have to print the one page and print off a bunch of those and write the date on it and keep track of what you're doing. And I bet you'll find if you start accruing more points, your business is going to grow. And then back on that same thing, if you're not looking to build a big business, maybe you don't want to go after 40 points a week. Maybe you just want to make a little bit of extra money. Then make a goal of getting 4 points a day, 5 days a week, or maybe getting 8 points a day, 3 days a week. Or do you know what I'm saying? It's whatever works for you, right? There's no wrong or right answer. Hi, Anitra. Hi, Idra.
Idra's on. Hey, Idra, just in time. We're going to show you how to make some money.
We're just getting to the part about how to build a $200 order. So why is a $200 order important? Well, if you're brand new, Avon has a Pathway to Premier program. And if you click here, you can get more details about the Pathway to Premier program. This goes into all the details, and you can read this. There's a flyer here and some tips on how to make it. I'm not going to go into that in a lot of detail. But bottom line is, for every $200 that you sell within a single campaign, you're going to get an extra $20 bonus. And so that's why you want to bump your orders up to $200, because you'll make your commission, but you'll also get another $20 on top of that. And if you do $400 in a single campaign, that's another $20 bonus. So that's a $40 bonus. And then they have, this is for your first 8 campaigns. This Pathway to Premier is for your first 8 campaigns. And if you, for every 1,000, well, actually, let me click on this a little bit more. For every 1,000 you do, and that's cumulative, the $200 is per campaign. But then once you've sold $1,000 cumulative, you're going to get a $100 bonus. And then once you've sold 2,000, you're going to get a $200 bonus. And once you sold 3,000, you're going to get a $300 bonus. So bottom line is, you could earn $3,000 through this Pathway to Premier. So this is really a big deal, right? And this is why you want to get $200 orders. I also have a worksheet here. It says click here for this worksheet. This is a worksheet that you can use to keep track. You can download it here. And I don't know, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see probably. Let's see if I can make it big. So, you can, your first campaign, how much did you sell and did you get a $20 bonus? So like in the example, this person sold $437 in their first campaign, so they got a $40 bonus. And so you got 8 campaigns to do that. And then there's the cumulative sales. So the $1,000, you're going to get $100. And then when you reach 2,000, you're going to get $200. There's also you get a $20 bonus for every new team member you bring in when they place a first or second order over $150. So we just added that in here. It's not part of the Pathway to Premier. It's part of leadership. But I need to tell you that goes away after campaign 2. Avon is doing away with that after campaign 2. So we're going to have to change this form. But the $20 for every 200 and then the $100 bonuses for every time you reach $1,000, those are huge incentives for new people, right? And so you're welcome, Tracy, for the card.
Can I just say real quick? Can I say real quick on that? A lot of times we use whiteboards, but this is something that you could print off and have this sheet tacked up on the wall or a board in your office or somewhere where you're working. And these are great things to look at, so you can be tracking it day by day. When it's in your face like that, you can react to it more. Let's say you have your sales and you got your sales and you're at $390. You're only $10 away from getting an extra $20. And if you wouldn't have had it right in your face like that, having the form up there and be tracking it, or on a whiteboard, you might have missed it. So it's good to have things like this.
And that's actually a very good point. You need to be responsible for your business, I mean, we will try to point it out. If you're on our team and we notice it, we'll try to point it out. But we have a lot of people on our team and we don't always see those things. And sometimes, depending on when you place your order, we might not even see it till it's too late. I mean, because by the time we look at our reports on Wednesday morning after the campaign closes, if you placed your order Tuesday late Tuesday, we would never even know, and it would be too late. And so, yeah, have this out, have this same thing, this tracking form, have them somewhere on your desk or on your wall or wherever, so that you can keep track of your points. Because I guarantee you, if you work these points and you work to get 8 points a day, your business is going to grow. So let's go to the $200, so here's, let's see, let's get back to this. Okay, so now we know why you want to make a $200 order. Of course, you want to keep growing, right? And so after the 200, then your next goal would be 400 maybe, and then your next goal might be 600. I mean, some of us are selling over 1,000 a campaign, or close to 1,000 a campaign. Some of us are selling consistently 400 or 500. All of those are good numbers. It just depends on what you want, right? But the 200 is a great goal to start with when you're new. So, well, the first thing you want to do is you want to understand, what is it going to take to reach that goal? So I have found that for my delivery customers that we're delivered to, our average order is about $25. I have some customers that order $40 or $50, but I have my little old ladies that, I'm not kidding, they order $12 or $10 every campaign. I mean, we appreciate them because it all adds up. But so my average delivery customer is about $25, and online orders are higher usually because a lot of people want to get free shipping. Not everybody orders $60 for free shipping. In fact, it surprises me sometimes. Actually, I had one recently. I had a customer order $3.99, and they paid $8 for shipping, which blows my mind. But so not everybody pushes for the $60 for free shipping. So I average that. I estimate that my average online order is about $40. And so you'll start to figure out what your average orders are once you get going, once you're moving. But so to get $200 in sales, you would need 9 customer orders at $25 each, or 5 customer orders at $40 each. And when you understand this, it's easy to be able to see that what you need in order to get to that $200 order, right? So if you're looking at a $25 customer, and if you're brand new, if you're just starting, you're in your first or second campaign, then I would plan on the $25 orders average. If you get higher orders, that's great. That's a bonus, right? So plan on that you're going to need 9 or so customers. Man, it might be easier just to say, I need 10 customers, because 10's an easy rounded number, right? But that gives you a goal, and it gives you something to work towards. And so how many customers do you think you can find this campaign? It really gets down to, how many brochures are you going to give out? Even if it's digital, even if you're going to text a brochure to them, the key is that you follow up. I know I say this a lot, but I'm going to, one more time, going to hit it, especially if there's new people on. I firmly believe that a paper brochure is better than a digital brochure, because if I give somebody a paper brochure, if I'm in a store or something, who knows, wherever I'm at, I give them a brochure, they'll throw it in the back seat of their car probably, or on the seat, the passenger seat or whatever. And then when they get home, they'll probably throw it on the countertop in the kitchen, and it might sit there for a couple of days. And then eventually it might make its way up to their bedroom or to the bathroom. Or who knows, wherever else they hang out. But and it's really funny, because people will read the book in the bathroom or in bed at night before they go to bed, and they'll turn the pages over and they'll mark it however they mark it, and they'll see things they want, and they don't call you because they're in the bathroom, right? Or they're in bed, and they don't call you or text you or whatever, and they think, oh, I'll text her later, and then they completely forget about it. And then time goes by, and if I call them or if I text them, mostly I text these days, if I text them and say, hey, my order's going in, let me know by tomorrow if you want something, you would be surprised at how many of them will say, oh my gosh, I marked the pages, let me get it. And they'll give you an order. If you don't call them, that book's going to lay around their house. It's going to maybe move around, and eventually they're going to forget what they saw in there, and they're going to pick it up and they're going to go, oh, that's expired, and throw it away, and you will never get that order. Okay. Now, if I text them a brochure, but because that book hangs around and it ends up in their bathroom, it means, I think, that I'm more likely to get the order. So if I text them a brochure and they're dropping their kids off at school, or they're working or they're doing something and they see the text and they go, oh, great, a new brochure. But they can't look at it right now. And then 10 more texts come in during the day. My brochure gets lost in the text and they may never make it back to it. So this is all the more reason why you need to follow up again, even if they're online customers only, and even if it's digital brochures, you got to follow up and say, hey, campaign 25 is ending on Monday. If there's anything you want, be sure to get your order in today or whatever, however you want to do that, because that gives you a second chance to get them to look at that text that they never looked at the first time, or they looked at it, but they didn't look at the brochure, right? And then I even mail brochures to my online customers, and it helps me to get more online customers. I mail them to people who only order online. I'm never going to take an order and deliver it to them, but I still mail them the book for the same reason, because they're more likely to order if they have that paper book. But you can do it the way you want, okay? I'm just telling you that. Sarah says paper brochures bring in my sales. Yeah, I agree. But digital can work too, as long as you work it, as long as you don't just text it and forget about it. You have to, if you're doing a digital brochure, I would suggest you text once a week. The first week, hey, the campaign just started. The second week, hey, this is the last week of this campaign. Something to that effect, right? Get in the habit of texting them every week so they get used to receiving them too. So number 2, become your own best customer. So now that you're getting a discount, why wouldn't you buy everything from your business in a big company store? Keep in mind that anything that you purchase for yourself also goes towards that $200 order. And I'm not saying that you should be spending money when you signed up to make money. I know people are like, well, I can't afford it. And I get it, right? I'm not saying you should go spend money with Avon that you don't have. But if you're going to go to Walmart and buy shampoo and deodorant and toothpaste anyway, why not buy it from yourself? You're only taking that money that you're going to get to Walmart and putting it in your Avon business.
And you get a discount.
And you get it at a discount, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you should be thinking about things like shampoo and conditioner, makeup, perfume or cologne, body wash, kids' bath products, hand creams, toothpaste, candles, clothing, jewelry, laundry. We have amazing laundry detergent, you guys. We have amazing dish soap. We even now have the pods that you could put in your dishwasher, individual pods. And the laundry soap, the ones that are just sheets, they're like dryer sheets, but they're a little thicker. You just throw it in the laundry. It's so easy, and it makes your clothes smell so nice. So dish soap and dishwasher detergent. This is a whole new Avon. We have a lot of products. But why buy them from Walmart or wherever you buy them from when you can get them from your own store? So I know I'm not saying you can go out and spend hundreds of dollars on this stuff, especially if you don't need it right now. So slowly start replacing all the products in your house with products from your Avon business.
And then you can give stories on it too, because you tried it and people ask you, oh yeah, I use it, I love it.
Yeah. Right. And it's going to help you to get that extra $20. It's going to help you get to that $200 order. Because remember, that $200 order is your total sales for the whole campaign. So it could be your order. It could be maybe you placed a $50 order, and maybe you had a customer that placed a $60 order. Now you're up to $110. And maybe you had 2 more customers that gave you orders for $25. Do you see what I'm saying? They all add together to get to that $200. It's how many orders you have, how many sales you have within that 2-week campaign of the campaign. So, which of these products can you buy from your own business at a discount? Think about that. We have so much. You should be buying from yourself. You should be your own best customer. Why spend money with Walmart? You're not helping them any. They're rich enough, right? So buy from yourself. And then number 3, prospect for new customers to build your business. We talked about that a little bit already. The first thing is make a list of everyone you know. Start with the people that are closest to you, family, close friends. Those are the people that you're just going to tell them what you're doing and ask if they'll join you or if they'll try your products or if they'll be a referral partner. They don't have to, some of them might buy from you just to help you get started, just to help you out, but they might not become Avon customers. They may never buy from you again, or they might not buy from you at all. And that's totally okay, because your Avon business, your friendship is not dependent on your Avon business, right? So you're just going to, hit the people up that are closest to you and say, guess what? I just started Avon. We've got this really cool dishwasher detergent. Would you be willing to try it? Or whatever, right? Whatever you're going to talk to them about. Karen says, I use everything: soap, toothpaste, cleaner, skincare, makeup. Yeah.
That's why she looks so good.
And Tracy says, I've done that for years. Anitra loves the laundry detergent.
Yeah.
I love the laundry detergent. And you guys, I have done this for years too, because I figure, why buy from anybody else when I can buy from myself, right? I mean, support your own business instead of supporting Walmart or Kmart or whoever, right? So think about, people think about people who are in your warm market. These are people that maybe not your best friends, maybe not really close, but people who do your hair or your nails or your insurance salesman, networking contacts, Facebook friends, the people that are in your phone or on your holiday card list. Think about all those people, put them on your list. Here's a memory jogger. If you click on this, it will open up a memory jogger to help you come up with ideas of who you might know. So that's to help you. And then start contacting them. It's not a sales call. You don't have to try to sell them anything, but it's just letting them know you started your Avon business. Would they like a brochure? Could you get them a brochure? Or you might show them, depending on your relationship with them, you might show them a product that you think they'll really like, right? Just find out if they're interested, get a brochure to them. If they are interested, then you're going to immediately add them to your customer follow-up system. So here's a link to our automate, how we automate our follow-ups. That's the one I told you to search for. I have a link for it right here. So it's right here in this post. And then work through your list. And now you need to get outside. And so once you've worked through your list, now you need to get outside of your warm market and you need to grow your list, right? Your list should be a living, breathing document that you're always adding names to and crossing people off. Once they become a customer, you can cross them off your list. And then when you meet new people, you're going to add them, right? And then I have a post here that talks about building an email list. And this will show you a really cool way to make a post on Facebook that will get people to send you their email addresses. So, I'm not going through every single thing here. I'm just showing you where it is so you can learn, so you can go through this post and find it. But this is a cool way that you can build an email list. And then you can add them to your Avon Now address book, and Avon will market to them for you, right? So you can plug them in there. And I also suggest that you start your own email list. And I talk about that in this post about how to build an email list. And then number 4, get a brochure to every customer and every prospective customer. So you can, even if you don't have brochures yet, we teach you how to share your digital brochure here, and we teach you how to share your Avon book from your phone. And so those are the ways you can do that. You can share it. Again, I think the paper brochure is a great prospecting tool because it's so much easier if you're like, I do this. I haven't done this since COVID, but I do this quite a bit. Is I'll stand in front of a grocery store with books in my arm, like 10 books in my arm. And then as people walk out of the store, I'll say, would you like an Avon brochure? And I hand it to them as though I assume they're going to take it. And if they sometimes they'll back away and they'll look at you like, ooh, get away from me. And that's fine. You have to get thick skin. You do, if you're going to do this. But sometimes they'll go, oh my gosh, Avon, I haven't seen an Avon book for ages. And I'll say, great, we mail our brochures. Would you like to get on my mailing list? And I hand them a little drawing slip to fill out to get their contact information. But the brochure is a great prospecting tool. And the cost of these, if you buy 100 brochures, the cost of these is only 33 cents each. And it's like 200 plus pages, full color for 33 cents. You can't beat that.
It costs you $1 to get a black and white copy of one page.
Yeah. So get the more brochures you get into people's hands, whether it's digital or paper, the more orders you're going to get. And so I have a post about how to get a brochure to every customer, every campaign. This is using Campaign Mailer. This is mailing your brochures. And those of you that are on most of the names here, I see already know all this, but Campaign Mailer is a service. It's not Avon. It's outside of Avon, but they buy the books and you pay them to mail them for you. It's bulk mail. And you can mail as little as one brochure for only something like $1.75. and it includes the brochure. They put the brochure in. You don't have to send them to them, right? So for $1.75, you can mail one book. And if you had to mail it yourself and put it in an envelope and take it to the post office, it'll cost you over $2. And you still have to provide the brochure. So it's actually really economical way to do that. So that's that. And then number 5, get contact information for everyone you give a brochure to, and then follow up. Am I starting to sound like a broken record? You guys, hi Sherry, you're late again. Good to see you again. But contact information, if you're giving brochures out and you're not getting contact information and you're not following up, you're going to waste a lot of brochures because you're going to not get a lot of orders that you would have got had you followed up. I've had reps tell me, oh my gosh, I give out brochures every campaign and nobody orders, and what am I doing wrong, and why can't I get orders? And I'm like, well, did you follow up? Oh no, I don't want to bug them. Well, by not bugging them, you told them that you didn't want their order. I mean, I hate to say it, but that bottom line is you're not bugging them. If they gave you their phone number, they gave you permission to call or text them. If they didn't want you to contact them, they would not have given you their phone number. So just remember that. If they gave you their phone number, then they gave you permission to text them. Tina on my team, she has a little notebook, a little tiny notebook on a keychain that she hangs up from her purse. And when she gives out a book, she just pulls that up and says, can I get your name and number? And I'll just text you, give you a quick text before my order goes in. And people are like, okay. And they write it down, they give her their phone number. And if you say it that way, most people are okay with a text. They just don't want you to call them, right? So if you say it that way, I just give you a quick text before I place my order. They're like, okay. Denise says, no, you're not. You're just keeping us on your toes. Denise, are you kissing up to me? So get contact information and then follow up, okay? Number 6, work your social media accounts. So grow your email list, right? And this is, again, how to collect email addresses and build that address book list. The more people you can get into your Avon contact manager, the more people will buy, because Avon will send them things like Black Friday specials, and you can actually send them. You can create promotions, which is part of how you collect their email address. You'll need to go to this post and go through it, but bottom line is you could set up a promotion to give somebody a free A-box with a $60 order. So you could post on Facebook, how would you like to have this for free with your order? Send me, PM me your email address, and I'll send you a coupon code for it. And you'll get response, right? So this is what's going to help you. Also, share your experiences. If you try an Avon product, if you try the detergent, the laundry detergent, and you love it, talk about it on Facebook. Talk about why you love it. You don't want to always be selling, but you could be talking about how you're living your life, how the products are helping you in your life. What you like about them, why you like this product better than that product. I mean, all these things you can talk about that are actually providing helpful information to people without having to sell, right? Another thing you can do is create a theme for each day of the week. So sticking with a theme helps, like a Throwback Thursday or Motivational Monday or Makeup Monday. And so I have here a link to a post that helps you create super hot social media content. Also, we publish a calendar every month at Online Beauty Biz, and that will be going out tomorrow morning. So you'll get if you're on my email list, you'll get an email tomorrow with the calendar, social media calendar that gives you ideas about what to talk about on social media. But so be sure to use social media because it will help you grow your business. And then as you continue to grow your business, plug everyone into your system. So it's really important you have a system in place to manage your potential customers and recruits. This link here, a system in place, actually takes you to a link that talks about how to manage them. I mean, like I talk about, like you can use your Gmail address book to put notes about your customers. You can use your Gmail calendar, or any calendar for that matter, to say follow-ups for that day. You can create a task for that day, follow-ups, and then you can put in the comments of that task, Richard, follow-up number 1, or Mary, see if she follow up on giving her a brochure or whatever, right? So you can put those little notes in there. I walk you through all of that and how to put a system in place. And the earlier you start a system, even if you only have 1 or 2 customers, the faster your business will grow, because you'll get those names and you'll just start adding them to your system. It will already be set up. So not only is your business going to grow faster, but you're going to have more time to either grow your business or spend it with your kids or whatever, right? Whatever you want to do with your time. So if you want to have a big business, it's important to treat it that way right from the beginning, right? Even if, like I said, here I'm just repeating everything I just said. I should read before I talk. Even if you only have 3 names, it's important to treat them as though you have hundreds of names. And the easiest way is to set up a system is when you're starting. And that's going to allow you to grow more easily, and you'll be so glad you did. And so then if you continue to work this, $200 orders are just the beginning. There's a lot of people on this list. I mean, there's a lot of people that are live with us today that I would bet are doing way more than $200 in orders. I know a lot of these people, and they're successful Avon reps. And so the $200 is just a starting point, you know? I mean, if that's all you ever want to do, that's totally okay. But if you want to grow your business, if you want to make money, then $200 is a great place to start. And Anitra says, I started using the CBD body oil with the moisture therapy hand cream. It feels awesome. See, there you go. That's good information, you guys. That's something I haven't tried that. Maybe that's something you might want to try. But if you have those stories to tell people, it can really make a difference. So that's what I have. Do you have anything you want to add to this?
Yeah, just strangely, but we have 7 things here. And one thing I've always said is take your time to chunk things down. If you take one of these items every day, you can go back and review this, because this is going to be on a post. But you can go through and break down and do one of these every day. You're going to get points on the daily 8 for doing this training, but you're also going to master each one of these. On Monday, you're going to do number 1. On Tuesday, you could do number 2. And if you already know number 2, then you can go to number 3. But you go through here and chunk it down. Take one thing at a time, bite-sized pieces, and put these into effect in your business. And by next week, you're going to be able to move on. Your business is going to explode if you do things like that. Just chunk things down. They have one thing in here, I can't remember what it was, but I was just thinking of this one right here. We have another thing that we bring up a lot. We say we reverse engineer things. Basically, you say you want to have $200 in sales. You don't know how to get that. Well, let's see. I average $25 for each customer. So if I divide 25 into 200, that's how many customers I'm going to need. So I'm going to need to find 9 customers this week. And you reverse engineer, chunk it down, bite-sized pieces. If you look at a big picture, you say, oh, I can't do that. But you break it down into something you can do by the hour or by the day. It becomes so much easier.
Another thing that I didn't talk about, we talked about it last week a little bit. You know, you could pick an item that you like. Timothy Brown, my friend Timothy Brown teaches this. You can pick an item that you like, and you can push it. So you can, like, say, for instance, Avon shower gels. And I think they're, I don't know, they are $3.79 or something. But sometimes they're on sale, right? And they're a really good deal. Or find an item that's a really good deal in the book. And you can order one ahead of time as you get going. If you're brand new, obviously you wouldn't have them yet. But you can order one ahead of time to be able to show, and then make a goal to sell 100 of those, you know, or make a goal to see how many of those you can sell of that one item that you've featured. So, like, for instance, if it was the shower gels, I mean, I think when Timothy did that, they were like on sale 2 for $5 or something. And I don't remember exactly, but he was like, let's have a contest and see who can sell 100 of these. And even if you only sold 50 of them, that's still a lot of money, right? Because it all adds up. So, yeah. So Tracy says never quit learning, though, and she's trying to do a 600 campaign. See?
Awesome.
See, so Tracy, yeah. It's totally doable, you guys.
It
used to be. I am not doing that now. I'm closer. I'm about between 1,000 and 1,300 a campaign. Some campaigns I go down to about 800. With COVID, it's like really up and down. But years ago, when we lived in California, we're now rebuilding because we moved from California and we actually walked away from Avon for a little while. But when we lived in California, we built our business up to where we were doing $6,000 a campaign. And when you're doing that, that's a lot of money that you're making. And my goal now is to do 6,000 a campaign online. I'm working on trying to get more online, and I'm doing that with blogging. I'm doing it with Pinterest. I'm doing it with Facebook, and that kind of thing. So I'm really concentrating on building online. But we still have a lot of customers. I think Richard just was doing deliveries this week.
Yeah, it's 17.
17 deliveries.
17 this week.
So, that it all comes together, right? Your delivery customers and your online customers all come together. And you can choose to work your business the way you want. If you don't want to do deliveries, that's up to you, right? But I suggest if you're brand new that you do both, that you offer online and person to person, because that will help you get your numbers up quicker. And then as you start making money, then you can eliminate your online orders or try to get wow, this looks a lot like a blog post I wrote a while back. Same words and everything. Wow. That's cool. I don't know. That's cool. So anyway, but this is what's going to get you there. So do we have anything else?
No.
Okay. So let's come back. Let's come back to just us. And that's what we have for you guys. We are going to be dark next week because of Thanksgiving. So we won't be doing this. We will be having a Facebook party on Monday. You should have all got notification about that this morning. I sent that out, and it's posted in our groups. We'll get some more posts during the week. But I think that's it. So I hope you guys all have an amazing Thanksgiving. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Happy Thanksgiving and happy selling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.